everybody, welcome to my X-Files Live. I'm glad you could join me. Of course, it is, of course, a cloudy day, of course, in the city of Gloucester, doing my home city of Gloucester, doing my bus spotting today. So, of course, with that said, let's go on with the video, shall we? So we had Alexander from by Scania into 30 D5873 covering for an available VAR 300s on we also got Alexander VAR 300 27706 and 27705. So with all those buses all passed, and those are the only buses accounted for, what bus alongside transport have on this fine morning that is cloudy and of course a little bit breezy of late? Let's go have a look. Right, we're in. So, there's not a Flix bus in sight just yet. Oh. A bit too close on there. Alexander, right, Gemini 3 Street deck number 374 from Go Ahead Pullums. Next door is Alexander from by Scania N250 N230 D5989. How you live? You there? See you later. Okay. We also got Alexander from by Scania N230 D15969. Now this is another one that is different. It was not here earlier. I think it probably came here from Swindon or probably from Oxford. Let me know what you think, where it actually came from down below in the comments. So we also got 15353 Trevor Jones, Alexander Swafford by Scania N250D now leaving. And by the way, I was talking to somebody a customer at the cavern at one of my volunteer jobs, just probably came in from Cheltenham or Tewkesbury or wherever she's from. We also got Alexander VAR 400 MMCs 10751, 10782 as well. Now this is going to be interesting to see what of course is at the railway station, because of course I think there was a little bit of overtime when they actually had to close Gloucester railway station due to rebuilding a signal box. So with that said, hopefully we won't see any trains, so let's head on to the railway station, shall we? Of course, we also got Alexander VAR front by Scania 15360, which was my bus, I think. Hold on. And of course 15353 is now heading off the other way. So when the light says red light, you stop. When it says green light, you go. Red light, green light. Let's see, what about this way? I think we can just get across the road in just a nick of time. Oh yeah, there's the other Alexander VAR 300 27714, which of course is have returned to Gloucester from Oxford, and it has been for a week or two now, and it's have been repainted for the occasion into Stagecoach's corporate livery. We also have 10752 Alexander Dennis in VAR 400 MMC, but we also have the buses coming in from the other way. Yeah, I really wanted to capture 27714 on its return. And there you have it with a few other buses wanting to park together. 2714 is first to go. 10751, 10782 and 15989 following suit, but this going to the right. 15969 is also going to make it. Right, by the looks of it, I see a train already there, cross country. It's 176, 119. I was in at the perfect time. Because there it goes. Hello to Amsterdam, who has just arrived on my YouTube channel live stream. Of course, I'm bus spotting in my home city of Gloucester today, and I think trains may have gone back to normal now, because there seems to be a decent amount here. So over here we will see our little screen display, which will have departing services. The next one is the platform, which is the Foregate Street. It's already had a correction that it's to be in platform 1 instead of platform 4. We also have service to Bristol Temple Meads 9:40, and the 9:48 to Nottingham. We will finish with the 9:49 to Cardiff Central this morning. So plenty of trains for a good day's back. And as you know, we've already got a class 197 already in the train station. It looks like it's stopped a little bit more of the way down than usual. And as you can see, the number is 197, 121. Yeah, my day's good, thank you. It's more or less only just started, to be fair. Got a few good buses over at the transport hub, and it was supposed to be prioritising buses, but it was only because I didn't know if the trains were going back to normal or not, because they had some upgrades on a signal box. Looks like we have somebody surveying, inspecting the wheel set of the first coach of 197, 121. This probably was the driver stepping into that slightly tight cab. So buses will replace trains between Bath, and Bristol Temple Meads from the 27th to 30th of October due to upgrades. In a minute we will be able to see our next train. So yeah, the train to Bristol is 2 coaches, so it's probably a class 158. Just going to see if I can see the shape. It's not going to be easy seeing the shape of the Bristol Temple Mead service because it's going to have to pass the class 800 or 802 on the Worcester Foregate Street on the platform 1 avoid line. It's nice, Amsterdam, that you used to be from York. I've been born and bred in Gloucester for the last 23 years. Well, 23 and a half, over 23 and a half to be exact. There's no sign of the train just yet, but will be coming. It's just probably just down the line from where we are. But I'm keeping an eye, so always don't worry if you still see the Transport for Wales, the phone of Transport for Wales class 197, because it's the only train that's there. Don't know why it says D coach if it only has 3 coaches, and that should be, that's the rear, supposed to be a rear coach. That would have been coach C, not D. Still no sign of that Transport for Wales train. It's delayed by approximately a minute. Hello to David. I didn't miss the UK, I live in the UK. I don't know what you mean. I've always been living in the UK. Oh, here comes the train. I heard the horn, and it was that unmistakable horn of a class 158. So put your hands together for 158, 747. Now, of course, we'll be forming train to Bristol, Temple Meads. begin here, but the problem is that class 197 I think is now running a bit late because I think it was supposed to depart. Yeah. But yeah, now everybody is beginning to board. 158, 747. Now it depends on which train leaves first. 3-coach class 197. Well, the thing is that these trains will be replaced because it was a long-term temporary measure. It needs to be replaced by class 231s on this line. The class 231s have been more or less covering for trains that will soon be in active service elsewhere because it's been on mixture lines. Ah, right, so sorry. I apologise that you were talking to Amsterdam, David. So I do apologise. There's nothing behind my hello to JHS. There is nothing behind my back apart from bicycle racks because this is just a place where I'm just standing to watch trains go by because it's a perfect train spotting stand. But yeah, again, to David, I do apologise for because you were talking, because I thought you were talking to me and not. But yes, hello to Tammy McGrail as well. Okay. No, I'm not at Hereford. I'm at Gloucester station, which of course has full platforms. But I did one time be at Hereford station, one time, but it was a long time ago. I think I know what you mean, JHS. I think you mean those rails that are overgrown with vegetation. Well, those most of the tracks are more or less down there. You see where it just beyond where the signal is, because that's where Gloucester Yard is. So approximately 4 minutes late is the departure of class 158. There it goes. More or less a controlled exit for 158, 747. And there has been another platform alteration. The 948 to Nottingham is going to be departing from platform 2 due to this late running Cheltenham Spa train from Cardiff Central on platform 4, which is 197, 121. I'm just hoping that train, I think, is probably due to that signal over there, because the signal's on red. So I guess there's probably a signal problem. So this is going to be really interesting, and something that you usually never see is the service to Nottingham departing from the platform. Of course, the train will only have 3 coaches. As I say, I'm trying to get in onto that screen display, as you could see. 9:49 to Nottingham by cross country. Be a class 197. Sorry, not 197, class 170. Turbo Star, the 3 coach format. But what does that mean for the service to Cheltenham Spa that's supposed to go to Cardiff Central? Here it comes. I know there's a lot of people, but you can just about see class 170 Turbo Star arriving in from the left. From here, I don't know if you'll be able to see the front of the class 170, that's Alexander Desbar 23,628. No, you can't, you just can see people ready to depart. So yeah. So yeah, sadly we're not going to see the departure of 197, 121, and this will probably have a knock-on effect on service Transport for Wales services to and from Cardiff Central to Cheltenham Spa. Doors are now locked and ready for the 170 Turbo Star to go. It will be our last train of the morning session. We're going to go for 176.23. Heading on its long journey to Nottingham. So yeah, the 9:49 to Lydney says it's on time, but it's actually not, because they'll be stuck behind the Nottingham service coming in from the other way. And that's supposed to be a 3-coach train all. But sadly that's good. It is it for the session, because the train of course will be delayed. So of course, as I said, they'll be back to your normal trains and buses in the afternoon, because this was more or less a trial run to see whether the trains have gone back to normal, in which it has, and the train is now approximately a minute late. It all says all the train stuff that are actually all running their marks on time. And over there, you could just about see that Flixbus has arrived with a Yutong GT12 ready for the number service 44 back towards London Victoria. But then, of course, it's also a choreography of 5x5 at Transport Hub. But not for long because of that Alexander followed by Scania N2 30UD arriving in. And of course, Alexander 400 MMC 10759 also arriving in as well. Oh dear, that's not good. Why is there a cord sticking out? I may have to be careful of that one coming back through. There's only one more bus coming down the lane, and that's the Go Ahead Plym's right Gemini 3 street deck. Put your hands together for 372. Or 372 if you prefer. So that about wraps it up for the morning session. As I said, I will be back for the afternoon session starting at around 12:05. I will, of course, try and get more views by giving a TikTok announcement about this. So of course, don't forget to look out for that so you don't miss the 12:05, 12:10 beginning of the afternoon session. So with that said, thank you for watching my X-Files, and I will see you again in the afternoon at that time.